carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
First down, 10 yards to go. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Forced out wide. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with the tight defensive coverage.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Now facing third down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. This fielded at the 3. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyren Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Throw it. On third down, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's
A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now it's Williams. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Rams first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, like, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again here with Williams. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain. A foul.
5-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard. Here's Stafford. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. This opening drive has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Williams, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal. Stafford to throw it. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They run. It's the former Oregon Duck, Jordan James. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground with James. He's up the sideline to the 25. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, 49ers.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Come to the line now for 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. A run here with McCaffrey. Has an opening. Past the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20.
A gain of 55 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. They send Evans in motion. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Buddha Ford getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got it at about the 8. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. That's taken in, and he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3, and now it's 1st and goal.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey into the end zone. He's done it so often over his career. Just put another 6 up for the 49ers.
Well, I got to spend 3 years looking at Christian McCaffrey up close as a teammate of his in Carolina. I think when it's all said and done, he's going to find himself with a gold jacket. He's about as good of a back as we've seen in the last 10 years or so, and he can do the dirty work, he can do the flash work, he can use him in the passing game, and of course in the run game, and number 23 is about as good as it gets.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. This will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with James. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and the pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third down, Purdy. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. Waitman now on to punt. Kick is away. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Stafford now on first down. Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. To the goal line and in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
The touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. On the return, here comes Corum. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Off play action. It's Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Third and 2. Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. A gain of 16 yards. First down, L.A.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll go with Williams. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Stafford working from the pistol. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. That'll be good for 11 yards. Still short of the first down marker. And 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford to throw again. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That'll bring up second and long.
Ready. Blue 60.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
It's now third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third and long. Here's Stafford. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Jacob Cowing deep to receive it. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick.
1-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
Second and 10.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it up to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Third and 6. They send Evans in motion. Purdy now back near his goal line. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. On to the fourth quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, it's Purdy. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late.
Xavier Smith on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Open man, that's Adams. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Don't get that often during the season. First play of the drive picks up 29 yards.
1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Stafford out quick to Adams. Down the left sideline. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. That is a big play for L.A. 37 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. That is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Michael Williams gets in there for the sack. And now it's 3rd and goal. Stafford. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through, and the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, 49ers 7.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
The Niners take over.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
On the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Have one short of the chains, force the turnover on downs. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 11.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Throw it on third down, Stafford. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
It's a gain
A
of
pickup
21
of
yards.
21 on that connection. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. They'll drop to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Williams gets it on the draw.